Good morning, everyone. A good Erev Shabbos, and we are going to give the Bitachon message this week from Parshas Lech Lecha. And there's a very beautiful pasuk an explanation that fits in very much of what we've been speaking about. We know that Avraham Avinu was distressed, that he was waiting dozens and tens of years that he should have a child that's going to inherit him and live his legacy on after he passes from the world. And so far, he's in his 90s, 99 years old, and he doesn't see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is answering his tefillos. And he's worried. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes him out of his tent, and he tells him, look up in the sky, and realize that the Jewish people, we are above and beyond all of the mazel, all the stars, all of the natural teva, the nature of this world. And I, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, promise you, you're going to have a son. And through that son is going to live on your name and your message and all the hard work that you put in to glorify the existence of one God in this world. And he will eventually go on to give birth to a child himself, and that will be the father of all of Klal Yisrael, and eventually Yaakov and all of his children will form the nation. You'll have a son. We'll find out later that his name will be Yitzchak, but trust me, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you have nothing to worry about. And when Avraham Avinu hears this, when he hears from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, "V'yomer lo kai yiyeh zarecha," so too your children will be as numerous as the stars of the sky. It says in the pasuk, "V'hemin b'Hashem," Avraham believed in Hashem, "V'yachsheveha lo tzedakah," and Hashem considered that Emunah, that belief that Avraham had in him, as a tzedakah, as some kind of charity. Says the Sforno, listen to these beautiful words, and he says, "Vehemin b'Hashem," that Avraham believed in Hashem. Batach, he trusted. Sheyaseh ma she'amar bli safek. He trusted that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was going to do what he said, bring him a child without any doubts. Af al pi shehadavar nimna, even though that this had been withheld for so many years already. Oirachik etzel hateva, or it's even distant from nature. The man's 99 years old. His wife is 90 years old. They're not spring chickens. People even in that generation were not having children. So, al pi derech hateva, according to the nature of the world, impossible. Yet HaKadosh Baruch Hu said it is possible. And if HaKadosh Baruch Hu said it's possible, Avraham Avinu said, I have no doubt it's going to happen. And as a result of this Emunah and this Bitachon, it was considered to be tzedakah. What does that mean? This Bitachon that Avram had, HaKadosh Baruch Hu considered it the tzedakah uzechus leAvram. It was an act not of charity, but an act of righteousness, and a zechus and a merit for Avram Avinu. Ubezeh hoidiyah. And therefore, even when Avraham Avinu asks afterwards, how will I know that there's going to be a son that's going to inherit me? Avraham did not return, he did not go back on his emunah at all, because if he would have, says the Sforno, then how could this be considered tzedakah, a charitable, righteous cause that Avraham did? Ella, rather, says the Sforno, when Avraham Avinu said over here, that it says, "V'hemin b'Hashem," that Avraham believed in Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, look at this man. Look what he's been through in his life. He was meiser himself. He gave himself over for me. He's been going around the world for tens of years already, convincing everybody that there's only one God, and the world is now believing in the existence of Hashem. This man has gone through one nisayon, one challenge after another, and all that he wants is a child. That's all that he wants. But he's old, and his wife is old, and she lost the derech hanoshim. She no longer has a menstrual cycle. She no longer has milk that can be inside of her breast. How is she going to have a child? How is a 99-year-old man going to have vigor to have a child? How's that going to work? But I promise him that he's going to. V'himin b'Hashem, and against all odds, Avraham Avinu believed in the Ribono Shel Olam, and that's coming to teach us that even when you think that there's no hope, There's always hope if you have bitachon and emunah in the Rebbeinu Shalom. And sure enough, this was a cause of great zechus, great merits for Avram. And who knows if in this merit itself, HaKadosh Baruch Hu put all the wheels into motion, and Avram had his bris milah, and Sari Imenu had the way of women returned to her, that she was able to conceive. And lo and behold, a short time after this, 1 year after this, they have a son, Yitzchak, who will go to light up the world, and he will have a son, Yaakov, and Yaakov will have 12 beautiful sons, and from there will come all of our nation of Klal Yisrael. How is the nation of Klal Yisrael born? We're born based upon the Emunah and the Bitachon of Avram Avinu. May we be zeichet to connect into this Emunah in our lives and this Bitachon in our lives, and even those things that seem impossible, al pi derech hateva, according to nature, no way that it would work. But Avram taught us, yes way. It could work, and it will work. If HaKadosh Baruch Hu says that it will, then Be'ez Hashem Yisbarach, you don't have to doubt, and you don't have to be concerned, and you don't have to worry. Trust in Hashem, and it will be considered for you an act of righteousness and a schos, and that schos will bring about that which you are believing in and trusting in that Hashem is going to do. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful Shabbos.